Oh, how you going, mate? I'm the Dusty Bogan. So I loved your speech today. So what is this? What are we doing today with?
Now, this was a rally in support of the South African farmers who are being persecuted by black Africans who haven't really done anything in their life apart from that they want the farms that these men have built up and these families have built up over generations. So and they're slaughtering them. Anyone, as I said earlier, anyone who would boil a child in a bathtub in front of their parents is subhuman. No human should ever have to do that, and it's a disaster. It's the start of a genocide, and it's a state-supported genocide. So I really support Peter Dutton's move to bring them back to us, bring them into Australia. We've seen other South Africans who've come here. They're very industrious. They have Christian values. They're the sort of people we want in the country. So rather than leaving them there to be slaughtered, expedite their visas and get them in here.
Yeah, great. And so, like, my thought, I was thinking, if we were living back in World War II times and we were hearing, Stalin or Adolf Hitler saying crap like that, that's what we're seeing. We're seeing politicians in South Africa saying things. It's out of control. Like, we're at a time in history, we're seeing it, and Peter Dutton stood up and he's saying, no, this is ridiculous.
Absolutely right. Governments like the Nazi government, the Nazi regime that advocated the slaughter of the Jews, it's abhorrent to us now. Stalin killed between 40 and 70 million, very hard to get the right number, but they're all his own people. And here we are seeing these people who, by the way, have been there since 1611. The Huguenots came into the Cape area. There were no African tribes there, by the way. And now they're off their land that generation after generation they've built up. And have fed these same people who are now slaughtering them, are now being slaughtered for doing exactly that. And the irony of the whole thing is that after these people take over the land, it'll go to rack and ruin, just like it did after the Rhodesian experiment. And these people will be starving, and then they'll be asking our foreign affairs people to give them money in handouts, which it will definitely happen. As if we've seen anything, we've seen how Julie Bishop is happy to give away your money for whatever cause she decides is right. And this is not a good cause to be giving money away to, but that's what's going to happen.
Right. And you yourself, you said you're a farmer.
Yeah, I'm fifth generation on sheep and cattle properties. It's very hard to make money in the bush. You work your ass off, and there's not a lot of reward, unfortunately. So, and especially in a country like Australia that has a pretty ordinary rainfall. So yeah, that's where I came from, and there are no easy days on a cattle place or a sheep place. You're before daylight till after dark every day of your life, and that's what these people have been doing. And for that, they're now being slaughtered, and not just slaughtered, but tortured and raped, and children being slaughtered, and that's the most inhumane thing I've ever heard.
And so you're in politics, that's right?
Yeah, I'm a senator, Queensland senator.
Okay, great, awesome. So it's great to have your support and, to stand up and support South Africans, and they're our mates, you know what I mean? I'm a Christian. I sort of thought about it myself, and I thought, we've been such a generous nation letting people in, and then it's like finally people who are, like, I have South African family. Some of our family migrated here, some went to South Africa. They're our family. And, I think of the Apostle Paul. He said on his heart, I have a heart for my own people, the Jews. Of course, the Christian message is to go to all nations, right? Like, we have a heart, we care for Africans, right? But we also should have a heart for our own people, right?
Absolutely.
Like, there's nothing wrong or racist with having a heart for your own people, hey?
Absolutely. No, I couldn't agree more. We need to get these people over here as quickly as we can. They'll become good settlers with the same values as we have. So instead of some of the people we've been bringing over here who are a burden on our welfare system, who then try to destroy our fabric of society, I'd rather see these sort of people coming over who are genuinely in desperate need now. So I'll definitely be supporting Peter in his efforts to get them over here as quick as we can.
And we see, like in Europe, they just they open the floodgates for immigration, and then here we see our own mates who we're like, hang on a minute, these people share the same values, and it's like, you know, are we going to do the same thing? Are we going to be consistent? Like, there has to be consistency, right? Well, hey, look, thanks so much for your time, and I really like your speech.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Dusty.
Cheers. Thank you.